Well, consumers are always looking for the next best deal, whether it's shoes, purses, or vacations. But what about plastic surgery? There's a new website. It's called sociallysexydeals.com, and it's offering major discounts on cosmetic procedures. Roberto De Angelo is the founder and president. He's joining us tonight in studio with more on this. How does this site work? It looks to me like a sort of Groupon where you pay into it and then you get a daily deal.
It's a similar format. We actually run our deals for 7 days instead of one, giving the individual more sufficient time to actually educate themselves about the procedure before they make the commitment.
So what sort of procedures or treatments can people get a deal on?
Breast augmentation, facelift, rhinoplasty, laser hair removal, salon treatments, weight loss. The majority of our treatments are actually medical in nature and elective.
And what are the prices like compared to not going through a discounted website? What sort of reductions are we looking at?
Sure. Well, for surgical deals, you're looking for anywhere between 25% and 40% off of surgical deals. That would be realistic. There's a lot of costs associated with doing a surgery, so you can't offer a 70 or 80% discount. It's not possible. But for non-surgical procedures, you can offer anywhere up to 90%.
Wow. So you have to go around and find these doctors or surgeons or clinics that are willing to participate. Has that been a challenge?
Actually, we've had a phenomenal response. A lot of the medical professionals that we've approached are interested. It's a very competitive market out there for discretionary spending, so they do need other vehicles to help create a new clientele for their practice.
But there has been some blowback. You were telling me that during the commercial break. Some people are upset about this. There
are some plastic surgeons out in the marketplace that are upset about the fact that it's going to be more competitive, and they're trying to fight it to a certain extent. We offer our deals in an ethical, socially responsible manner. We actually have 3D animated videos that are actually endorsed by the Canadian Society of Plastic Surgery. They have the same videos on their site that we have on ours. We protect the consumer. They have 30 days to get their money back if they already change their mind for any reason. And we also offer free consultations with every surgical procedure.
But they must have concerns other than those surrounding competitiveness. There has to be some red flags about the safety and the ethics of having a site like this.
We only work with board-certified medical professionals. We disclose their credentials. We showcase their before and afters. We give listings to all the medical associations, every single one, as far as dermatology, plastic surgery. So we protect the consumer. We're actually advocates for the consumer. The only difference here is we're trying to create a platform where the consumer can actually find good value and a good plastic surgeon all at the same time. Doctors already currently do offer discounts for procedures by doing newsletters, emails, and so forth. So it already exists. We're just doing it in an intelligent platform where we can create a community.
But how does a patient know that they're not signing up for a procedure and that doctor may have double booked, triple booked because they're trying to accommodate all of these vouchers that they've taken in, and then you're rushed through and then there are risks associated with that?
Excellent question. We already know the issues. I've been in the industry for 12 years. We cap the number of vouchers. For instance, we just had a breast augmentation deal. It was only for 25 vouchers. So we're not talking 1,000, we're not talking 500. We already know. Once again, we are an advocate for the consumer. We are protecting them. We do not allow doctors to oversell and overpromise things that they can't fulfill.
How much is a breast augmentation? I'm just curious what it would go for on your site.
We actually have a saline breast augmentation is typically $6,500. A cohesive gel is $7,500. But I mean, our discounts can run anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 off. So anywhere from, like I said, 25% to 40% off, which is significant.
Yeah, Roberto De Angelo, it's a fascinating subject. I appreciate talking to you about it tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to bring someone else into this conversation. Dr. Howard Clark, he's with the Canadian Society of Plastic Surgeons. Doctor, thank you, and I know you were listening in on the conversation. Is there anything you want to respond to that you heard in my last interview?
Well, the only comment I would have is that the videos referred to are not actually on the Canadian Society website, so that's something that should be taken into consideration. They are referred to by that site.
Are there some red flags, though, for you?
The major concern the Canadian Society of Plastic Surgery has is that this new venture is a third party, if you like, between the plastic surgeon and the patient. And our number one concern is that the key thing in any operation of any kind, and particularly in cosmetic surgery operations, is you have to have an appropriate doctor-patient relationship. You have to have the right connection between the doctor and the patient. They have to have the right interaction, and that has to be the basis of the procedure going forward. And to have a situation in which some other third party is brokering that process between the patient and the doctor doesn't fit with our own code of ethics.
With your own code of ethics. I'm going to be devil's advocate to you the way I was with my last guest, and I'm wondering why not offer a discount? If this is a service, for example, we'll use the breast augmentation, that is expensive, why shouldn't people be able to get the best deal possible on that?
But those deals are available, and they are widely available to the public in general. There is no reason why individual plastic surgeons cannot offer discounts either to the general public or to specific patients, and that's actually done currently. There are also facilities such as the plastic surgery training program at the University of Toronto, which provides opportunities for the public to have cosmetic plastic surgery done in a university setting by a trainee, a resident or fellow in plastic surgery, under the supervision of a fully trained plastic surgeon, in a situation where their surgical cost, the surgical fee, is entirely waived. They pay nothing for the surgical fee. They may have to pay for the prosthesis, they may have to pay some of the fees towards the facility itself, but they can get it without any surgical fee, and that represents the deepest discount that could be possible. So anybody who's looking for a deal can find one if they look for it, if they want to.
What are your peers saying about this type of service? Is this something that is widely accepted?
Well, to be honest, the peers I've spoken to have only found out about this in the last 24 hours, so there's been no wider discourse about this that I'm aware of at this time.
Doctor, what is your advice for people who are watching this segment at home and thinking of having a procedure done?
The most important thing for those people is to find the right plastic surgeon to provide the procedure they're interested in, to find that person, make that relationship, make sure they understand what you want, make sure you understand what they can offer, discuss the price, the process involved, and then go forward from that point. It's that human contact between the surgeon and the patient that's so important.
All right, Dr. Howard Clark, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts on this tonight. And we want to hear from you at home. Send us your thoughts to instantfeedback@bellmedia.ca. At the end of the show, we'll pick an email to share on the air. Still ahead, the